I'm Purvo. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you guys doing? Welcome to This Week in Australia. That's right. We're all the way from up here in Indiana. I'm going down under to see what the top posts out of Australia were this week. And the very number one post right here, ABC barred from Trump's UK press conference after clash with Australian journalist John Lyons. Wow, that's absolutely embarrassing, pathetic. I mean, the question he asked him was literally just like about his business dealings. How's that going to get you barred, or the whole network barred? That's just embarrassing. I don't understand that. Even just strategically, I think that's really stupid. Like from Trump, it's a really bad look to be censoring people. And I mean, people here on the right, like the right wing here in America at least, I don't know, maybe they blow with the wind just like everybody else, but they used to be for free speech, and freedom of the press. So it's just a bad look overall. And the question wasn't even offensive. Okay, all right. At least according to these people in the UK, they said Australia's national broadcaster had not been targeted, but was rather moved to an overflow room along with other international outlets due to space constraints. UK officials subsequently said any suggestion there was linked to questions previously put to Trump was entirely untrue. So I don't know what to do with any of that, guys. I don't know. It's just another one of those things where it's like, I have no idea what reality is anymore. Certainly sounds suspicious. The Four Corners report should be titled, "Have a Sook, Cunt." I barely understood a single word in that sentence, but that's a top comment. Airbnb host with 64 properties across Sydney. Jeez. That's like hundreds of millions of dollars, I assume. Airbnb can be a controversial thing. It's happened here in America where like a bunch of people try to open up Airbnbs all at once, and all of a sudden all the housing in the city is like half of it is just an Airbnb that is empty half the time. The biggest issue is that Airbnbs and other short stay accommodation is almost entirely unregulated industry, and any rules they do have varies wildly from state to state. In South Australia, for example, there are literally no rules or regulations for short stay properties. These are businesses that are essentially allowed to do whatever they want, which is more than a little concerning. And obviously, there's a big concern that people purchasing up housing, to convert them to Airbnbs is going to drive up the cost of housing. Honestly, though, my honest opinion, at least on this dude, is it's like don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not this guy's fault that he's allowed to do this. There should probably be laws made against it if that's what you guys want. You know what I mean? Now, when the people who do this type of thing start donating to politicians and being the reason they get elected, that's when it all gets, that's how it is here in America. And that's when it gets really fun. The Liberal Party is run by a weird collection of cookers and crackpots. My only thought about this is I keep seeing this term cookers. And in the context it's used, it makes me think it must mean like preppers, which is what people call like doomsday preppers here in America. The people with like underground bunkers and decades worth of food stored up and stuff, just in case the apocalypse happens. But what is a cooker? Is that what that is? It's a derogatory term used to describe someone who is seen as irrational, unhinged, or spouting wild conspiracy theories. Like a hothead. Gout has finished fourth in his semifinal for the 200 meter at the World Athletic Championships, meaning he will not advance to the final. No. I know him from somewhere. Like, I remember a post about him a long time ago. Gout. Didn't he break a record last year? Oh, he's the Oceanian record holder in the 200 with a time of 20:02. That's fast. Interesting, he got fourth. It's disappointing he won't be at the final. But I'm more so looking out for him at the next Olympics, which will be held over here in America. As long as we don't blow ourselves up by then. Australians will have to verify their age. I saw this somewhere already. To watch adult films. Some U.S. states have done this as well. It's pretty creepy. Hey, we're seeing you want to watch some weird shit. We need your Name, date of birth, address. Why did you do this to us, Cotties? Cooler, lime flavor, 0 sugar. Oh, I thought this was cleaner. You drink this? The fuck? All natural, with natural sweetener. I really thought this was like something you mop the floor with. Cooler, lime flavor. So what did they do? I don't see what they're doing. 2 for $5.50. Okay. What am I missing? Same great taste. I know that there's a meme going on about that right now, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm looking at. Oh, wait. Here's another picture. Raspberry, 0 sugar, 2 for $5.50. How they go from $5.50 each to 2 for $5.50? I'm confused. What's the point? It's been a struggle to get my hands on Coty 0 sugar through my local Woolies click and collect shops lately. What's a click and collect shop? Oh, it's like you order it online. Okay. I've been thinking it was due to the promotions and too many people in my local trinity of Woolworths venues were buying them up. I was wrong. They have not been available due to a packaging changeover, and that packaging, in my view, is shit. No handle, no easy pour lid. Lid has gone full Mount Franklin spec. Oh, I see. Okay, so it used to look like this, and now it looks like something you actually can drink. I mean, the handle is clutch. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. I'm 36 years old with no kids, and even I'm starting to struggle with this change. Cordial brings me joy. It hits better with mineral water, too. Don't diss it until you try it. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I would love to try it. Keep your old bottles all. Consider yourself warned. It's because the old bottle was made from non-recyclable PVC plastic, and regular bottle isn't strong enough to keep the handle design. No. Well, at least that's actually a reasonable explanation and reason to do that. For once. Okay, so I read this news backwards, but this is when you guys posted about Gout, and this was just 2 days ago. He qualified for the semifinals. So that was all exciting. Yay, Gout. Go. And then he got 4th. I assume you probably have to get top 3 to move on. Ooh, that's rough. This, obviously, I already did an entire video reacting to this extremely cringy moment.
A president in office should be engaged in so much. That is appropriate, President Trump, that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity.
Well, I'm really not. My kids are running the business. I'm here. You know what the activity...
Not even a disrespectful question. That's like a standard question.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation.
Okay. Where are you from? It's like the mafia or something.
Well, the Australians, you're hurting Australia right. In my opinion, you are hurting Australia very much right now. They want to get along with me. You know, your leader is coming over to see.
You do know Australia is comprised of a lot of people, right? Over 20 million, last I checked.
Me very soon. I'm going to tell them about you. You set a very bad tone.
Well,
so embarrassing. Airport vending machines now cheaper than mainstream supermarkets. No shit. $4 for a bag of Doritos, a little bag. That is a freaking ripoff. $7. Oh, this is for the chocolates. $6.80. I mean, this is funny. I don't really know what to make of that, considering they both, just set their own prices. I mean, I know that the supplier suggests a retail price, but who's ever running this machine can put it in there and set the price to whatever they want, right? So they set it 20 cents cheaper. Yeah, I mean, that is wild. Like, that is a bizarre thing that should probably not happen, right? The vending machine is always supposed to be a higher price because of the convenience. So Kohl's price is just absurd. But we all know their tactic where well, maybe it's just Woolworths. Does Kohl's do it as well? I think they do it as well, where they mark something up a high amount and then next week it's 50% off. Hundreds of pigs burned alive after fire breaks out at piggery. Subject to cannibalism and neglect allegations. Oh, it's horrifying. 200 pigs died, 45 pigs were euthanized, and another 80 pigs were euthanized by the management. Only 78 pigs survived. Wow. So there were like 400 and only 78 survived. So apparently some dickhead made lane keep assist legally have to be turned on after every drive. Like the car turns it on by itself. The shit has tried to kill me 3 times. I forgot to turn lane keep assist off and suddenly my car is swerving into a lane that doesn't exist. Yeah, the stock lane keep assist usually sucks, huh? Now this is obviously not sponsored at all. But you can look at this if you're so inclined. It's freaking awesome. Comma 3X can be plugged into a lot of cars with lane keep assist, and it dramatically improves it. Dramatically. Anyway, so this is like how in one of my cars, it shuts off the engine every time you come to a stop, which everybody knows that's like horrible for the engine. It technically makes it a little bit more efficient as far as gas, but it's horrible for the engine to be constantly shutting off and restarting. So I have to press a button every single time after I start the car. I have to press a button to turn it off. I always forget. But this is probably even worse. You know, this is actively like trying to steer your car for you. Oh my God, the opening screen, the fact that you have to acknowledge it every time. It just shows how stupid regulators are about certain things. It's like the entire internet now, you know. Every web page you go to, you have to like click through. Oh, do I want only the essential? Of course I only want the essential cookies. Why would I want more than the essential cookies? Who's purposely doing that? At this point, I don't even care. Just stop asking me. Same with the car. It's like, why is there some, every time I plug my phone in, it's like, don't, you know, like, just so you know, you're booting up Apple CarPlay. You could die looking at Apple CarPlay. I could die reading this stupid message right now. Hit and run driver Jake Danby spared jail time by Northern Territory Supreme Court after describing victim as an oxygen thief. The fuck? A 24-year-old man who hit 2 Aboriginal pedestrians with his car and sped away and bragged to his friends that he'd run down an oxygen thief. How is he spared jail time? What? That almost sounds like it was intentional. Mr. Drury said while his client doesn't claim to have found God, he has recently attended a church and spoken to a pastor in regards to the incident. And that's how you get out of jail time? Yet more evidence that if you want to kill someone in Australia, you just need to do it in a car. Kmart broke privacy laws by using facial recognition technology. Kmart, no! I thought you were the good one. Like compared to Woolies and Kohl's. I used to be a big Kmart fan. These don't exist here in America anymore. So they were scanning everybody's face in an attempt to tackle refund fraud. How creepy is that? It's so creepy, isn't it? Just because you don't even know they're doing it. You know, you go to return something at Kmart. You're like, oh, I bought this thing, it doesn't work, and now I'm going to go return it. And you're just standing there in line. You have no idea that this robot is scanning your face and comparing it to a database of 1 million people. Like, who is this guy? You're just standing there picking your butthole. Dezi Freeman search. I'm always looking for an update each week I do This Week in Australia to this story. I find this quite fascinating, to be honest. The fact that this dude is still, now I see he is still on the run. It's almost starting to feel like, will they ever find this man? You know? But it's now Australia's largest tactical police deployment, I guess, in history. Police officers in tactical gear and a police dog search a cave. Oh my God, they're coming after you, dude. Holy shit, we got the dog in the cave. Okay, I think they're gonna sniff this dude out. That's crazy. Even New Zealand officers have joined the search. Well, they briefly joined the search. Hundreds of officers from Victoria, Interstate, the Australian Federation Police, and the Army continue to search dense, rugged bushland. I feel like the problem with a search like this is that as the search goes on, they have to expand the area. And once you expand the area too many times, he could be like anywhere. This is a really stupid prediction, but I'm going to make a prediction that he's not actually that far away from the scene of the crime. I'm just putting that out there now. Ooh, Lifeblood is in urgent need of more blood donations. I know there was a post like this a few weeks ago. If you're O positive negative or A positive negative, consider donating some blood. Help save lives. Australia's population grew by 1.6%. Is that a lot? Like, I don't know. Obviously, a big amount of that was immigration. But is that a lot? Oh, let's see here. Although the natural increase also did go up. That is, the people who were born in Australia compared to the people who died in Australia was actually positive, 107,000 people. 300,000 from overseas. It looks like we are just at about 27 million. I don't know why I say we, as if I live there. Sometimes I forget. I'm not Australian. Okay, well, I do feel caught up. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I hope I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.